Hi, I'm Tanvi,
Hi, I'm Shivani.
and we're both co-founders of FabAlley.com, the coolest Indian fashion brand. And we'd like to give you an insider bite about FabAlley and our journey so far and what we have in store. So let's take it from the top. FabAlley was basically a germ of an idea in 2011 when Shivani and I were both working as corporate slaves in Bangalore and Bombay respectively. And we used to have these totally agonized conversations between us about how we're not being able to save even a penny of our salaries, which were considerable given that time. And we felt that between paying the rent and living on your own, shopping and fashion were taking a back seat, and these were things that were really important to us, like dressing up a certain way, a certain element of style, our own unique fashion sense. It was really getting missed out because every time you'd walk into a Zara store, the prohibitive price tag of say like 2,500 or 3,000 for a shirt that you'd probably wear like 2-3 times was really getting to us, and we could not really explore options because there was nothing that was available in India at that time. So conversationally talking, and we really hit upon the fact that this is a pain point for us, and are there other women like us, are there other 25-year-olds who are going through the same problem? And so we spoke to our friends, our peers, our colleagues, and felt that everybody was kind of in that space wherein they didn't have viable options at the budget that they had set for their month, and were quite feeling the pinch in terms of spending too much money at Mango or Zara or other stores like Promo and everything. So from there on, we thought that okay, we should make this happen for us, for everybody, and we saw our options, and we thought that going online and makes a lot of sense for us because there is the reach. Like, we from one warehouse are able to service more than 6,000 pin codes in the country. There is engagement. We feel that lot of women like us walk into a store and are a little confused about what should I buy, what will look good on me, and that's something that being online, being able to engage with our customers online would instantly solve. And of course, real estate and VM and other costs make offline quite a prohibitive medium. So hence, FabAlley was born in 2011 in our heads, and in 2012 June we launched our online store, and Shivani will take you through the journey.
So FabAlley. So what is FabAlley? FabAlley is an online fashion destination. So for us, it's not really a shop where people go and they pick up a T-shirt and they buy it. It's actually a destination for young, trendy, urban women, typically in the age group of about 22 to 30, to really go get inspired, get engaged, get style inspiration, and to finally at the end of all of it shop. And that's how we've sort of created FabAlley in the last 2 years. In terms of a little about us, before FabAlley, I was working with a vendors capital in the M&A team. Quite a change from banking to this, and prior to that, I completed my MBA from FMS. And Tanvi was working with Titan.
I was a brand manager of fashion and sports watches in Titan, and before that I did my MBA from MICA Ahmedabad and specialized in brand management.
So it was quite a mixed
departure.
Quite a departure. But so Tanvi is like the marketing creative genius behind FabAlley. So everything that goes there is hers. I look after sourcing, supply chain, that entire part of FabAlley. So it's a pretty good mix for the two of us. There's nothing that sort of overlaps.
We feel that our functions play to our strengths and what we've, how we are as two individuals, and it's a lot of creativity and a lot of good business sense along with it. So it's a good mix. Yeah.
Sure. So in terms of FabAlley, the business model that we have, basically we treat ourselves as a brand. We are not a marketplace. We don't sell other brands. We don't stock 5,000 brands. We only sell FabAlley. We sell FabAlley through our own website, through other channels. So for example, we also sell through some leading channels like say a Myntra and a Jabong, where in fact FabAlley is one of the leading women's wear apparel brands for their portfolio as well. And in terms of really the model itself, we design to manufacture. So we've got about 1500 styles, 1500 different product styles across categories, which includes clothing, which is tops, dresses, bottoms, etc. We cover accessories in detail, which we feel is really the next leg of fashion in India. So, so from bags to jewelry to sunglasses, pretty much everything. So across categories, we've got 1500 styles. That's probably the largest catalog for any online brand in India for women at this stage. And we feel that if we don't give our customers a wide range, it's sort of that's our biggest differentiator. That's sort of the thing that goes for us, because a customer cannot go to FabAlley and not buy anything that she needs. So whether it's an office shirt or a dress that you need to wear to a party, or
something to just lounge around in, FabAlley has the answers to everything. And we feel that our products are for a more discerning, more fashion conscious audience. Women who understand fashion and are looking for an outlet for the same.
So we have our entire design team, and everything that we make is designed by us. So we don't trade, we don't sort of buy and sell. We work on every product, we don't work on seasonal collections, we work on monthly collections. So for example, we launch about 200 products every month. Every product is designed in-house. We've got an entire sourcing unit which manufactures for us. And so basically it's a design to manufacture brand, and where everything is in-house, which gives us a huge edge, because we sort of see a trend on the runway, and we can we can translate it and put it on our shelves within 10 days, within less than 2 weeks. And that's something that gives us a huge edge, because we don't want to. So for example, in India, a lot of brands are they get collections after say 3 to 6 months of it being launched globally. For us, it's within weeks. And that's something which our customers have really appreciated. Because things like, we'll make, say for example, we'll make a cut back where, you sort of barely have a back to the dress. And we'll get orders from remote parts in India. So it's not Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, which is what, we sort of thought initially will be the target for these products. But we're getting orders pretty much from Surat and
Lucknow,
Chandigarh,
Ahmedabad, everywhere.
And that's something that gives us a boost to say that India really is breaking out. So a lot of people actually ask us on a daily basis as to how we're different from say Jabong, Myntra, Flipkart and the biggies in the e-commerce space today, and as to whether we will, or a lot of online brands will be able to survive in the next few years. And we actually think that our model is completely different. We're not a marketplace. We happen to be online, but we are a brand. And for a brand, there is sort of no limitation to growth today. So in today online, the apparel category is less than $1 billion in India online today, and we know for a fact, given the traction that we see, that it's going to become 5x in the next 7 to 8 years. So before 2020, actually much before, we will be looking this to be a $4 to $5 billion opportunity, and hence we feel that there's place for a lot of online brands who will be targeting different categories, whether it's women, men, home, infant, so on and so forth, to actually become way bigger. And players such as Jabong, Myntra will be catalysts. So they are online businesses, they're much larger businesses, but they'll be catalysts to not only for their growth, but for the growth of a lot of online brands. In terms of the financials, it's been a pretty amazing growth story for us. We started about 2 years back, June 2012, actually exactly 2 years back. And at that time our first month's revenue was about 3 lakhs in the entire month, which translated to about 10 orders a day. And we were, and that was the first month. And ever since the last 2 years, we've sort of, the last 6 months, we've seen about 40 to 50% month-on-month growth. And today we're touching about 1.5 crores gross revenue on a monthly basis. That's actually projected. So the projected year end will actually be about a 600% jump from where we closed. And we feel it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the beginning for us. And we, becoming a 100 crore brand, increasing our catalog is, being present across categories, spending and engaging much more with our customers through our branding activities. That's everything that we'll be looking at doing in the next 18 months. And we hope and are pretty sure that we will become a 100 crore brand within the next 2 years. And in terms of the actual growth channels, we will be of course looking at branding in a very big way. So we will so that's going to be coming up, and in the next few months. But we will be looking at tying up with leading fashion magazines, with leading fashion shows, designers across the board. So that's going to be that's a huge activity that's planned. We will be looking at international expansion in a big way.
We feel that our products can compete with global behemoths such as Zara, ASOS, H&M in terms of how trendy they are, in terms of the look and feel, and a ready tailored audience sits globally, and given our prices would be more than happy to purchase online. So we are starting out with our international endeavors in a smaller way, starting this month, and we will, given the traction and everything, we will look at expanding online in a big way in the next 3 to 4 months. Also, we've received funding from Indian Angel Network, an undisclosed amount at this point of time, in October 2013. And that has in a large part helped us with our branding activities, with strengthening up our sourcing and supply chain, and to really take FabAlley to the next level.
So I think that's pretty much about us and what we've done and what we want to do. And we would really like to thank VC Circle for giving us the opportunity to be here and share our growth story with all of you today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right.
Also, FabAlley has to recognize that retail, online or otherwise, is a very capital intensive business, which means that every 2 years they will have to be in the market looking for capital for rapid expansion and growth. And a lot of companies, a lot of startups in the e-commerce space have not been successful purely because they haven't had their fundraising strategy well sought out and well planned. It is important for one of the founders to continuously focus on the fundraising needs of the business as well. One of the mistakes that we have seen a lot of entrepreneurs do is to focus on the product or the service. But I think there's a business to be built around that product and the service, and especially in complex businesses like retail and fashion. I think that need is a lot more acute, where somebody needs to look after the product and the service, but one of the founders needs to look after the business, which includes fundraising on a regular basis.